Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. So, since last time, I've had to make a tough call. Um, because when everything was said and done and Jaffa had killed me and then threatened me and I had flown off and I went to my nest and I stayed there for a while and I was trying to calm down. And then I looked over and I realized that in leaving my house, I had left my kids behind. Oh my God, my kids. And anything could have happened. Literally, they're not here right now, but they're not dead. Just want to clarify that. They're not dead. Um, but when I came back and I found them, I realized that they very well could have been because I left them alone while I was panicking. I left them when I was running away and Jaffa could have killed them. So I had a lot of thinking about what I was going to do because I was willing to let Jaffa just sort of have his skulk because he wasn't hurting anyone else. You know, he wasn't hurting anyone else. But now he's hurt me. He's he really hurt me. Like not just murder, but and so it's not okay anymore. It's not okay. It's not something that's not harming anyone anymore. It's not like a weird thing for him. It is something that is actively hurting other people. So that can't be allowed to continue. But then we get back to the issue of my kids because they are a target. They are an easy target. And so I made the difficult decision. And if I want to be able to fix things with Jaffa, and by fix things, I mean I am getting the skulk out of him. I don't care. I am getting rid of the skulk. I am done with that. Okay? It's not funny anymore. It's not okay anymore. Maybe it wasn't okay to begin with, and I just didn't want to have to deal with it because I'm honestly tired of things being my problem. I'm tired of it. I'm trying really hard not to make things my problem, but what do you know? You know? So I really didn't. Maybe it was never okay, but it's really not okay now. It's really not okay. So I made the difficult decision, and I put my kids in witness protection. Now you might be thinking, Corn, witness protection? And does the server have that? And the answer would be no. But the server does have me. So I made it. And as it turns out, witness protection is pretty easy. You find someone rather friendly who will be willing to pretend that your kids are not your kids and that they have always been completely different sniffers. And then you go and you find your name tags and you give your kids new identities. And you bury their names, like which one's which and stuff, in a little book with your dead body, the one that you have buried in your garden, because I mean, burying things seems to work, and like it's like a metaphor, you know, because those are dead identities. I don't know. It felt right in the moment. And then what you do is you have to transport your two sniffer children who you love very, very dearly and are also kind of a hassle. You have to transport them from your base to the person who so generously is letting you pretend that, yeah. And the reason they're a hassle to transport isn't because they're being mischievous. No, it's because sniffers are big. Sniffers are just big. There's no way around it. They have a giant hitbox, and I take very good care of my children. They're well fed. They are nice big sniffers. They are the size they ought to be. But that means that they get stuck on things. Like a lot. And also, the infrastructure around here, the infrastructure in general, is not built for sniffers. It's built for players. Like my bridge, my very nice bridge, yeah, that's player size. So when I'm taking my kids along it, they're almost falling off the sides. They don't, which is good, but it's infrastructure on the server is not built for sniffers. It's built for players. And returning to my earlier point, they got stuck on things. A lot. Just little things you wouldn't think they would get stuck on. And it's not their fault. I know that. It's not their fault. But it makes it a little bit it makes it a hassle to take them places. And more than that, it can make it really dangerous. Like say you I don't know, you're helping one of your kids get unstuck from behind a tree because you know they're stuck behind a tree again. And then a creeper comes up and your kids are on leads to you. And the creeper's gonna target you. Oh no no no. No no no. No, 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 no. Off, off. So yeah, that happened. But more than that, might I once again remind everyone that sniffers are big, and sometimes they really don't fit through the nether tunnel, so you kind of have to you gotta break it. I'm really sorry, Percy. I tried to put it back. It doesn't look the same, but, I did try. I feel like that should count. And once they were actually in the main nether tunnel, that was fine. That was fine. That was perfectly large. It's large enough to accommodate a boat. It can probably accommodate a sniffer, and it could accommodate two. So, it worked out. And so we were in that tunnel, and then we came upon the next bit of very sniffer unfriendly architecture in the nether. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here. You stay here. You stay here. Yeah, okay. Oh God. Oh. Do I have... Okay. Come on, Snuffles. Yeah, I know you don't like that that's your name now. But I'd like for you to stay alive. Oh, went through the shopping district portal. Okay. So I accidentally sent Snuffles to the shopping district, and I was like, okay, no biggie, let's just go to the shopping district. So I went through to the shopping district portal, but for some reasons, Snuffles just wasn't coming back through. And I really didn't know why. It just was not working out. So I went, you know what? And I left Snuffles in the shopping district, and I went back to try and get Sniffles where Sniffles was supposed to go. And Sniffles was going better. We got further along. But then guess who accidentally sent Sniffles to the shopping district too? Yeah, that would be me. That would be me. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh no, you went through. Okay. So I went back to the shopping district and I tried to get my kids through the portal again, and it was a little finicky because they still didn't want to go through the portal. But with a little bit of time and me going back through and then going back through, like, I was in the shopping district, I went back to the nether, I went back to the shopping district, and that seemed to fix things a little bit. So I was able to get them back to the nether, and then we had to do the whole thing over again because I nudged them back into the portal. It was a lot. It was a lot. But eventually, we did make it to the right nether tunnel. And at that point, the problem became that Sniffles just did not want to get on the ice highway. I was trying to drag, I was trying to push, I was trying to entice with the seeds, and nothing was happening until almost by accident Sniffles just kind of wandered on, so I was able to take him further down the tunnel because without Sniffles actually being on the ice track, the lead kept breaking over and over and over. And well, there was more to our travels than that. We still had further to go, but that's all I'm going to show because this is witness protection, Like it wouldn't be super effective if you already know their new names. It wouldn't be super effective if you knew where they were too. Um, so I'm going to leave it at that, but my kids are safe. My kids are safe. They are hidden in the way that I can do it because more than anything, I didn't want to put them in some box somewhere where they wouldn't be happy. I wanted to, if I could have kept them here, I would. But I want them to be happy and I want to fix things. And they are in a place where they can roam and their welfare will be very well taken care of. I'm certain of that. And it's the best I can do. And once everything is over, once I've fixed everything, they're coming back because I love them and they're my kids. And this just had to happen. But now that it has happened, now that my kids are all safe, it's time to deal with the elephant in the room, which is, Jaffa and everything that's going to happen with him because he is very clearly not okay. He is not himself. And I have to remember that because the Jaffa who it is right now is not my friend. That's pretty clear. It's not, so it isn't Jaffa because Jaffa's my friend and that's not Jaffa. That is most distinctly not Jaffa. So we need to find a way to bring Jaffa back. And I don't know what that is. I don't. But I've got some ideas. And until then, I don't want to hurt him. He's kind of he's not my friend, but I don't want to hurt him. He's just but I'll do what I have to do.